Mavericks 22 meters Vernon Bryant, staff photographer Dallas Mavericks forward Dirk Nowitzki, 41, and Dallas Mavericks guard Wesley Matthews, 23, box out Los Angeles Clippers center DeAndre Jordan, 6, on a free throw attempt during the second half of play at American Airlines Center in Dallas, on Wednesday, November 11, 2015. Dallas Mavericks defeated the Los Angeles Clippers 118-108. Vernon Bryant, The Dallas Morning News, by Eddie Sefko, staff writer at Sefko. The NBA's most wonderful time of the year officially begins Saturday night, and the Mavericks already feel like they have a great present in their free agent stocking. While LeBron James and Paul George are getting all the attention and will hold up a fair amount of free agent plans until they figure out if they're going to the Los Angeles Lakers together, free agency will open at 11:51 p.m. Saturday, and the Mavericks are poised to acquire DeAndre Jordan. Poised but not guaranteed. At least after Friday, they know what they have to do. Jordan had to let the Los Angeles Clippers know whether he would opt in for the final year of his contract by Friday night. He beat that deadline barely by telling the Clippers he would opt out, meaning the Mavericks won't have to part with anything other than a big, old pile of money to bring the 6'11" center to Dallas. Clippers center DeAndre Jordan will opt out of his deal, source tells ESPN. Adrian Wojnarowski, at Jepsen, June 29, 2018. They are prepared to throw every penny they have under the new salary cap at Jordan as soon as the free agent frenzy opens. The cap will be set before free agency opens. The Mavericks can offer Jordan a 4-year deal with a 5% raise each season from whatever the starting salary will be, believed to be somewhere in the $22 million to $26 million territory. This scenario will allow the Mavericks to fill their biggest need in free agency, even getting the proverbial big fish that has eluded them for years. It also will allow them to keep Wesley Matthews, who likely would have been the outgoing asset, along with draft picks, if Jordan had opted into his final season on the contract. Doing so would have required a trade to get him to Dallas. That would have at least given the Clippers some return for Jordan, sort of like they salvaged something last summer in the trade of Chris Paul to Houston. What would Jordan bring to the Mavericks? Mostly, he would bring a strong level of toughness and top-shelf rebounding ability. He's also excellent at getting to the rim in pick-and-roll situations, which would do wonders for an offense that was second worst in the NBA last season at scoring points. Jordan, who turns 30 on July 21, would fill the biggest hole on the Mavericks roster. They have what they believe to be a promising collection of wing and backcourt players. Getting a player who has averaged 14.2 rebounds and 11.9 points over the last 5 seasons would solve a lot of their interior problems defensively. Why Mavs are willing to cut DeAndre Jordan some slack where they didn't with others. So what would the Mavericks roster look like if they can finalize a free agent deal with Jordan? Something like this: center, Jordan, Maxi Kleber. Power forward, Luka Doncic, Dirk Nowitzki, Dwight Powell. Small forward, Harrison Barnes, Dorian Finney-Smith, Kyle Collinsworth. Shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, Yogi Ferrell. Point guard, Dennis Smith Jr., J.J. Barea, Jalen Brunson. That's 12 players. The Mavericks will have a $4.4 million exception that they could use on depth at small forward or in the backcourt. They also could re-sign Salah Mejri or perhaps Jonathan Motley if they want to have insurance in the front court. As soon as the Mavericks get the Jordan situation finalized, their first order of business when the free agent bell rings will be to reach out to their own players who can test the open market: Ferrell, Mejri and Finney-Smith. Ferrell and Finney-Smith are likely to re-sign as both players want to be in Dallas. For Mejri, it may be a matter of him testing the market and seeing what options he has. Ending up with the Mavericks is not out of the question.